What's up, Chuck? JR? Adrian? Try not to talk too loud so I don't become that guy. Hey everybody, I'm streaming live. Hey Titus. I don't have like Wi-Fi here, so it's going to be a little choppy, or maybe a lot choppy.
I was telling him, like, I thrown off my second call back. I've already made videos throwing it. He then was like,
I don't know why I thought that said with cheese. That would be a good name for a streaming cast. You'd be loud. Yeah, well, I'm loud enough right now. I've already seen a few people. I'm meeting Maddie Huddle, Adam from the card closet variety. We're gonna go to the Cubs Sox game here in a little bit. But I wanted to give everybody a taste. Lots of wax. Yeah, I have a couple of friends who've been setting up in the area where I used to set up with them. They've been doing it now for 20 years. I let my priority go away when I had some health issues, so I'm sure I can get it back. What's going on? This is the quiet section. I love it. Fanatics is here in full force. I think it was the buzz of the community last year when I was here that Fanatics outdid everyone basically. But there's tops too. Kind of funny. It's like a double-sided coin in a way, but yet the same side. Oh, they always have free stuff. So when you come in, Mr. Jones, you'll get a bag. So they have the VIP and Super VIP. The Supers, I think, get just twice as much as the regular VIPs, but you always get like a card. I was talking to Matt, and he said, Matty Ice that is, he said that there's some kind of stickers, I guess, that are being posted that are going for a ton. And fittingly, I got a Viking for my Nordic stature, which I thought was kind of cool. No, this is exactly the same setup, 100%, as last year's. A lot of the people are in the same spot because to get their priority, it's basically you're locked in. Sometimes you can move up priority, but most people don't let go of their tables, and especially like the big vendors and or manufacturers, they never let go. So, the sports card investor's got his gigantic thing there. I guess you can, there's a dunk tank maybe over here. Just kidding. But there's always like a bunch of different like free things at different different booths. Like there was a thing from eBay where they had these really ugly canvas bags. What's up, Mud Dog? Sorry. Belief. It's kind of cool to see that they around and out a section there. So I gotta see. I know I have a couple of friends who are over by the Breakers Pavilion, where the autograph stuff is too. And they have like a separate entrance for the Breakers Pavilion. Just, I guess, because of the hours that they keep. A lot of times you can get let in early. This is exactly the same floor layout, Chuck. So, if it's larger, I'm not sure. Maybe there's like an open section. Maybe there's an outdoor section with tents. I don't know. I really haven't walked the entire thing, but it looks exactly the same. Y'all notice that there's like an absence of chairs. Basically, when you come here, you're gonna stand. There's some chairs behind the areas, but there's really nothing for the people that come in to use. I have to run out pretty quickly here because I'm meeting Matt and them. We're going to that Cubs game. They're gonna pick me up at the roundabout. But I figured I'd do this real quick. I'm gonna post a couple videos from footage that I took previously.
I guess like 275.
What last year's, so maybe you can get an idea of the floor plan from last year's.
$35.
And then I'll like do another one when I have time here.
Anything else for sale?
So what might be bigger about it, I'm just noticing some changes right now,
You know what?
Chuck,
Let me describe.
this is where the autograph area was and has been for years. So it looks like it's moved back a little bit and they've got a lot more tables. I'm sure that the demand was ridiculous. I mean, you got so many people that jump back into the hobby that were out of it for years. So I'm guessing that people are willing to get on the list and to drop the money, because you got to put the money down and you basically pay a year in advance in full. There's no deposit.
So it's $2. You got everything half off.
Yeah, so this was the break, mat or not, but I'm making my way downtown, moving fast. Just kidding. I'm going to that roundabout, so on my way out. This is all the, we got Hitman. Eight collectibles. Kind of funny. That 5280 was my previous business name, which is a mile. Yeah, make sure you get a hold of me, Chuck. Hopefully you give me your cell number on Instagram, or it's pretty easy to get mine. I think I've probably said it several times. So I'm getting close to the outside. You can smell the smokers section. There you go. Yeah. So here's the open area, Chuck. The newer section. This is all open. It wasn't open prior. So there's Tag. Alright, sounds good, Chuck. Tag, one of the newer Raiders. People love their I guess the encasing, the way it looks. I know a lot of people also love the grades they got back. Don't know how much that factors into stuff. Just Beckett, Ludex, I have no clue who that is. Card Seer, another one. Looks like there's a good amount of non-sports being here. I mean, these sports card events didn't have any for the longest time. And there'd be a few people here and there, but there was nothing where people actually took an entire section.
It's good for me.
That's pretty interesting. favorite thing. I had a lot of that while I was in the airport too. Where someone would be walking right in front of you and just stop. Yeah, this is definitely a bigger section, Chuck. We got throwbacks. Interesting. I like the high dollar displays that people are setting up for their businesses. It costs a good amount of money. When you're looking at like grouping of 4 tables, probably costing someone close to 6,000 to 8,000. So when you get a huge section like that, people are dropping 15 to 20. I got caught in the flow. Alright, so it said 18 minutes away. Traffic was bad on the way here. Seems the hotel I'm staying in has on their website that they take you with a free shuttle to Donald Stevens, and that's not true. Of the throwback games, got NBA Jam, little Pac-Man action, Breaker Network. It's so funny to see how sports cards have become legit, whereas for years, if I told someone what I do, buy and sell sports cards, the first thing they would say is sports cars? And I'm like, no, cards. Like, you know, the ones that have the bubble gum. But yeah, now if you tell someone that, they might think you're high dollar. Hey, what's up, Jay? BCW here. That's usually my go-to for like supplies. I love their stuff. Looks like they got a lot of stuff for sale, but this is like really crazy to me that you'd have this much space and not much of anything in it. Still looking for me. I know that guy. He looks busy. He is a big buyer. I can remember too, like, so we always called people who set up at the sports car shows dealers. So you'd be like talking about, you know, there's a bunch of dealers who are going to set up, and people would be like, what? So here's the news section for the pavilion. This is where the autographs all take place. A few different times I did some of the bigger names, but usually I did the like low names, and you'll find that some people just don't want to use their tickets, so they just like get rid of them, so you can like double up on stuff, which can be cool if there's like a mid-tier person or someone who's about to hit the hall. Quarter table. I'm not sure there's going to be one, but I'll tell you what, Jay, they got some sick dollar boxes. That's where I spend most of my time. You can find like, you know, $15 to $10 rookies, even Hall of Famers stuck in a dollar box. So I will be spending a lot of my time there. All right, now I got to figure out where the roundabout is so I can meet them. It's on the other side of here, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'll do a few more live streams while I'm here. Might try to do some while I'm at the game too, since we're going to the Cubs Sox game. Yeah, there's a taste. Hope you all enjoyed it. And I will catch you in the next live.